Good evening, good evening. You have recalled, this is Real Talk 101. I'm your host, Laima Hayes, and I just want to say thank you to all my listeners for tuning in to the Real Talk 101. It's ladies' night. This Sunday is ladies' night. I got some wonderful ladies next to me, and it's a great feeling to just have us queens together, come together as one, and just speaking on different conversation, different discussion that we're gonna have tonight. Like I said, it's Real Talk 101. Just like Laima Hayes, and I thank you to all my listeners, and call in. The phone calls are always open. Phone number 470-839-0701. And I'm gonna let my guests, let them introduce their selves. I think it's best that they introduce themselves because I might mess it up. So I'm gonna let them introduce themselves, and then I'll come back.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Elaine Morris, and I am honored to be here today. I'm a registered nurse by trade, and I just want to get some input on health and wellness in our community, and just share some quick tips with you tonight. Okay?
Great. Let's move on to my next guest.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Coretta Render. I am the youth director at the Atlanta chapter of SUT up under Miss Vivian Jackson. I'm here to give my input on what our youth need so that we can provide for them and help them to grow.
Yes, and that's awesome. Well, I thank y'all ladies for coming on the show with me. Give me your time, for we know that time is very expensive. And I thank you you two for coming on to the show with me. And I'm also looking for the ladies to call in as well. Like I said, this is Real Talk 101. Real Talk 101 is basically keeping it real. Keeping it real, talking about real situation with real solutions, and just real talk. You know, like anyone knows me knows that I keep it real at all times. You ask me something, I'm gonna keep it real with you. So that's the reason why I named this show Real Talk 101, because there's no sugarcoating anything. There's no picking on one side. It's keeping it real. So I just want to do a recap of last week's show. It was awesome. I had Dr. James come on the show with me, and we talked about mission. What is our mission? Basically, mission is whatever just driving you. That mission is whatever you do, whatever's just driving you, your purpose, whatever giving you life, giving someone else life. That's your mission. Mission is driven. It's driven you to become the person that you are supposed to be. A mission is not going to derail you. The mission is going to take you the right direction that you are heading to. So that's what we talked about last week. And last Sunday, it was awesome. It was very powerful. Wish we could have went longer. But we didn't. But it was powerful. So I hope you got a chance to listen to last Sunday's show. But if you didn't, you always have an opportunity to listen to it and give me your input and your details of some things what is your mission, and some things that I need to do better. So because I'm always open to new things and new ideals. So that was last Sunday's show. I'm doing a recap of this weekend, what we had going on. I'm gonna let Coretta do Friday, because Friday's our youth night, and as we all know that the youth is very important.
Yes,
they are the next generation, so we need to make sure that they are what's the word? Nurtured,
loved,
guided in the right direction.
Yes,
you know, because we can't depend on the school system. We can't depend on the police. We can't depend on the government, the system to take care of our kids. We have to do it. We the community. And so I'm gonna let Coretta do a recap of what they had going on for Friday, which is our youth night.
Well, last Friday, what we basically did, we allowed the kids to go outside and just work off some of that negative energy that some of them hold within them. We also allowed them to do arts and crafts to show their talents. Basically, it was myself and Miss Vivian that was here with the kids, and we enjoyed doing this. when you are dealing with our youth, you have to have a passion for it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just come into their lives and say, I want to do this because I need the community service hours or whatever. If you don't have the love for the kids, they can feel it. Trust me, they can feel it. And it's like one Friday we had an incident where a young man felt like he couldn't do something. And once Miss Jackson talked to him, he came to us and showed us what he did, and we told him how proud we was of him. And the young man said he just needed somebody to believe in him.
Wow, that's powerful.
Which I feel like maybe he's not getting the love that he deserves at home. I can't say that because I'm not there, but that's just what I feel. Our kids need us. No matter their age, they need us. Just post some love. I mean, a smile. It doesn't cost you anything. A hug, it doesn't cost you anything. But to them, it's priceless. I mean, step out on faith. If you see a kid doing wrong, yeah, they may have that anger mentality to tell you at that time. But if you don't give up on them, trust me, it's gonna overflow.
Yeah.
We just need y'all to come out and support our babies. They need us.
Yes.
They need our guidance.
And I agree with that. You have anything to say?
Right. I feel like the children are our future, and we should invest in them. You can mentor, you can volunteer at your local schools. They're always looking for people. We always have drives in the community, and we want people to come out and support our future, because eventually we will get older, we all will pass away, but you want to leave a legacy.
Yes.
And with that legacy brings what? Always progressing.
Always.
So we want to just make sure you invest in the youth. Make sure you know they feel like they are loved always. And like you said, if they do something wrong, just correct them in real time. Say, you know what, I see you got something going on. Let's talk about it. You know, but be compassionate and have understanding and love.
And I agree with that. I so agree with that, because I have my youth here, both of my teenagers, they are here with us. Which is another good thing. You know, if you have something that you're doing in the community, bring your kids with you so they can see, so they can you know, pick on that and understand and realize that they're blessed. Because there's a lot of kids out here that are homeless.
Right.
On the news, I just saw one of the young ladies. She got killed because she was prostituting, and she got killed. And she was never 18 years old, and she was prostituting.
Right.
You know, and she was in a shelter, which is off on Hollywood Road. It's called the Covington House, and they house homeless youth.
Right.
And she had so much love for the girl that she was crying, and we have to don't give up on our babies. You know, and sometimes we know it get hard. It get frustrated, you know, but we gotta understand we were once youth too.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
We was once kids, and someone didn't give up on us, so we can't give up on our babies, because they need us. And like I said, it's only two places they're gonna be. They're gonna be dead or they're gonna be in jail.
Right.
And we don't want that for either one of them, for neither one of our kids. We want them to, we may not have them,
Yes.
but we still got compassion for them, because we are mothers. And so I just encourage our listeners to come out to Youth Night. It's every Friday from 6 to 9. They get fed.
Yes.
They play games. Even they meet new friends.
Yes.
They meet new friends as well.
Right.
So I
Teach some social skills as well.
Exactly.
They learn to meet new people and get out of their little shell if they have self-esteem problems. They're able to interact with other kids and find a common ground. So that, I think that's great.
Yes, because we have had people to come up to us and say, how did y'all get this person to be on the level of the yes ma'am, no ma'am
Right.
mentality? Because one of the young men was helping us volunteer, like giving out food. And when I asked him to do something, he said, yes ma'am. And I had an adult come to me and say, how did y'all get that customer? Because you know we care.
Right.
When you give somebody respect, they're gonna give it back to you.
Mhm.
You can't just give up on them. They need us.
They need us.
They need us.
And that's the thing right there too, because when you say respect, we gotta realize we gotta respect them too. You know, if we want respect from them, we gotta give them respect as well, because they have a something to say. They have things to say, so we need to make sure that we respect them as well. You know, if we want them to respect us, we need to give them that same respect. It only get disrespectful when they start disrespecting us. When we have respect, then we have to put them in their place.
Yes.
You know, we gotta have some discipline and stuff. So I just like I said again, I encourage my listeners to please to even if you're not in the Atlanta area, if you in whatever another state, you can do something in your community as well towards the youth, because it don't cost a lot.
No, it really doesn't.
Kids don't ask for a lot. They don't ask for a lot at all.
Our boys just want a basketball, and our girls just want to listen to music and dance.
Exactly.
If that's all we're doing with them, they are satisfied with it.
Exactly. We got to get
Very
creative.
Yes.
We got to get creative with our youth because
You don't want to lose them.
Exactly.
It starts off when they're young. You know,
Yes.
they eventually become adults.
Yes, and believe it or not, a teenager at a certain age, they will talk more to a outsider than they would their own parents.
Right.
Yeah.
So once you gain their trust, they're willing to come to you with things that they don't feel that they're able to tell their parents. And maybe then you can go with them to talk to their parents about whatever the situation may be.
Yeah, and I agree with that because I agree with that as well because
You want to make it a safe place for them.
and you may not have that at home.
Yes.
That's true.
They may not have that at home, you know, because you never know what these babies are going through. What they're going through. You got some babies that's on medicine.
Correct.
You know, so you never know that they probably missed a dose or something or went off of it. So we got to be very open-minded and very understanding when it comes to our babies because they truly do need us. And I'm an advocate. I'm here for our youth, and I'm not going nowhere. You know, not at all because I see with my third eye and I see what's going on in the world, and they need us. So you know that's what went on Friday. Saturday and Sunday we had Blues Awards. Be Up to New Purpose for for the Blues Awards. The Blues Awards basically they cater to kids that have disability, autism, which is this month is Autism Month. So the New Purpose they get together and they cater to them. They have award show. They get awards because you know in school they don't get that recognition. In school when they don't get certificates and awards and stuff because they feel like they're not smart enough in the school. So Blues Awards, New Purpose, they put this thing together where they have sponsorship. They come together, they feed them, they cater to them, they make them feel love. They make them and you got some they may holler, but that's normal. Is there for them. This Blues Awards is for them to be themselves. They don't have no kind of restriction on nothing. So I just want to give a big up to New Purpose and her team and volunteers for doing this for our babies because, like again, you know, we got to be the one to take care of them. We got to be the one to come together and make sure that we do what we need to do for our babies and make sure that they're safe and good because we're not gonna be here forever. So they're gonna need the tools to be able to carry it on to their family. So and we come to Sunday, which is Real Talk 101 from 8 to 10. And I'm here with these ladies and Elaine, she gonna talk about women's health and Coretta gonna chime in when she want to and y'all got me to 8 to 10. So call in. The number is 470-839-0701. Call in if you have anything you want to talk about, any women that want to come up talk about, they need some uplifting or just anything you have on your mind that you like to discuss. This is a Real Talk 101 and there's no restriction. Just don't, cuss. Just don't cuss. The egg gonna get me. Just make sure your language is clean and and I just welcome you all to just to chime in and anything you like to say, Elaine?
Right. I just want to say in our society is very, very stressful now, and I think you have to find a balance between work, whether you do exercise, you have a group where you hang out with other ladies, you have to have a balance. And when you don't have that balance, your life seems to go out of control. It always does, and that's something I had to learn. Your life can come out of control. So what I learned to do is anything that causes me a lot of stress, I stop, I take myself away from whatever it is, and I regroup. And that is how I've learned to actually maintain a healthy balance in my life at this point. Especially with Atlanta traffic, how it is now. Takes you 3.5 hours to get home.
That's a nightmare.
Right, and so you just have to kind of pick your battles and know that it's not even worth it. If it causes you to have a headache, screaming, whatever it does, just know that it's not worth it at all. So I always encourage people to do like a physical activity. Instead of you sitting at your desk for lunch, you can go maybe walking for 10, 15 minutes. If you're sitting at your desk, you want to move your legs up and down, that helps create circulation in your legs. So small things that you can do to keep yourself active throughout the day if you don't have time to exercise in the evening when you get home. Most of us are parents, we're busy, we have to cook dinner, help with homework, so just implementing small things every day that can help yourself. Actually, I think meditation is a very good thing. Just find a quiet area, it can be 20 minutes or so, sit there, you even turn the lights off and just lay down and breathe slowly and just think about everything that happened and kind of get yourself in another groove to where you're not there anymore. It does work, it does minimize the stress levels that you have, and you will actually notice that your body will start to calm down from all the frantic activity you had for the day. So those are things that I kind of do on a daily basis to help myself maintain some sanity in our society.
And I agree with that because I had an incident yesterday, and my cousin, she was like, "Why you ain't do this and why you ain't do that?" And I was like, "Because I ain't finna stress. Stress kills. Like, why would I sit here and argue with somebody, and then I'm all hype and
Blood pressure up.
and I'm angry and that's, and folks don't realize that it's not worth it. Like stress, anger causes stress.
Right.
It causes your heartbeat speeding up, your you get headaches and stuff, and then next thing you know you're lashing out on the kids, and then you have to try to calm yourself down because you're angry, and then not realize that you are really damaging, you're really hurting yourself.
Correct. That's right.
You're really hurting yourself. So I'm like, no, I'm not giving nobody that. I love my peace.
Right.
My peace of mind. And we have to we as women have to get to the point where we take care of ourselves.
Right. Always.
That we take care of ourselves, from exercising to what we put in, what kind of food that we eat. And I love to eat, so I have to make sure that I don't, even now that I'm on my 6th day of not eating sugar. No sugar. I haven't had any sugar. And
that's hard for me.
And I love sugar, and I love food. So and I feel good after not even. And I'm surprised I even went from 6 days without eating sugar, because sugar is addictive. It's more addictive than drugs, and it's legal. And when I do have done my study with sugar, I have seen that even a little can of Coke is like is it 7.5? It's like a can of Coke is maybe like 3 or 4 teaspoons of sugar. So just imagine just putting that sugar in your mouth. You drinking a Coke, so just imagine just eating the sugar, a spoon of sugar. And just imagine what it's doing to your body, because sugar doesn't even digest, like it stays right here
in your gut.
Mm-hmm. And that's where it stays, because it don't digest like meat. It don't digest like even meat don't even digest like it's supposed to. Mm-hmm. It slowly digests. Mm-hmm. It don't digest like fruits and vegetables, like natural sugar. Right. It just stays right here, and we wonder why we have so much gut. It's because of the sugar, because it don't digest like it's supposed to. Mm-hmm. So I just want to say that point is we have to get to the point where our health is very important to us. Mm-hmm. Even though it tastes good, we have to make sure that we get a hang of that, because it's really killing us. It's causing a lot of death in our family, death in even kids now. Mm-hmm. It's dying. And so I just want us to talk a little bit more about just a woman health. Get some inputs. I know you're a nurse. I'm not a nurse, but I'm an advocate for health. I'm a big advocate of help. I'm very certain about sugar at my house. But when you have kids, it's like, and they grew up on sugar, it's hard to get them off of the sugar. It's hard to bring them off of it until their self get a mental understanding of how bad sugar is, and then they'll get it. So I just want us to talk a little bit more about women health and some things that we can do to, try to kick the sugar, not even, to do better. Right. To do better. So if y'all have anything to say, just interrupt me and chime on in.
Okay, so what I usually suggest to people is you make slow changes. You never do anything drastically. If you do that, I promise you will be back the next day having 3 or 4 sodas, 10 candy bars, and looking like what?
Your body used to it.
Right, your body's used to it. Mm-hmm. So if you like sugar like me, instead of me doing like 1 or 2 candy bars a day, I would go down and do just 1.
Yeah.
Okay. I still would, get the pleasure of having that sugar in my system, and I wouldn't go through withdrawals, as I would say. Mm-hmm. So just doing stuff slowly. If you like fruits, find your favorite fruit you like. Do yogurt. You can cut up the fruit and put it in the yogurt. If you even like granola, something that will still maintain you having that sensation of sugar, but not all of the actual sugar side effects from it. Okay. If you like meat, some people are meat eaters. Me, I'm not a meat eater. I maybe chicken or fish sometimes. I don't have to have it every day. Mm-hmm. Cut back on, do lean meat. Cut back on what you're doing. So, for example, say you love hamburgers. Instead of using red meat, you can do like a turkey burger or something, or even do like a chicken breast, and still put your regular seasons on it, excluding the salt. You have natural seasoning like Mrs. Dash or something like that. You can use that for your food, but just small change in your dietary habits every day. If you don't like water, you want to put a little lemon in your water, give it a little taste.
Cucumber.
Right, cucumber, lime. I've seen some people put cayenne pepper and sugar together. I've seen that before. They said they like that, but I'm not a fan of it. I've tried that, but I'm not
Cayenne pepper?
Yes, I'm not a fan of that. I would not suggest that.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but
I would not try
That's a detox.
Yeah.
it is.
Right. So if you like stuff like that, just kind of change the way that you eat and drink. Mm-hmm. Some people love alcohol. They can have alcohol 7 days a week, maybe 5 days a week. Kind of minimize it. If you do 2 glasses of wine per day or per night, just do 1 glass. Mm-hmm. So cut back slowly so you don't have a rebound to where you're just craving it and you don't meet your goals. So everything is slow progression.
Yeah.
That's what you usually should do.
Yeah, and I agree with that. Because it's not easy. It's not easy trying to be trying to live a healthy lifestyle. It's not easy, especially when you grew up eating bad. It's in your household, eating fried chicken all the time and bologna sandwiches. It's not easy, but it is worth it. It is worth it because especially if you want to live here alone. I want to be here till I'm 100 and something. So I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But like on Mondays, I don't eat no meat. I say Mondays is no meat Monday. That's the name of that I call it. No meat Monday. I eat no meat at all. And tofu. I love tofu. I have this tofu fried rice that I eat every Monday, and it's very good. Some folks be like, tofu, ugh. It's very good. It don't have a taste to it, but you can season it and stuff to your liking. Kale wrap. Some Mondays I may go and get me a kale wrap, which is very good. They have I go on Ralph David After Nasty is a vegetarian restaurant right there. So we have plenty of options. It's mental.
Yes.
You gotta start mental first before you can have any kind of change. You gotta think in your mind that I'm gonna do this, and this is what's gonna happen. Everything starts in the mind, so we gotta change it in the mental first before we can even start changing it in our bodies until we start doing it. And I had to do that too because I have I don't really say diet. I more like to say lifestyle change. It's a lifestyle change because you can diet your life away and it won't change nothing. But when you put in your mind it's gonna be a lifestyle change, and then you're gonna do it because pretty much we don't know what's going on in our bodies until we have a heart attack or a stroke or something. Until it's too late.
Usually, especially with our community.
Yes.
You wait till you have a stroke or you have a headache, next thing you know, Miss Jones or whoever, you have high blood pressure or high cholesterol. So all those years you were eating those potato chips, going to all those barbecues, and making all that good stuff and eating it, you were slowly killing yourself. So you see a lot of that. And plus,
Yes.
we need to get in the mindset of always making ourselves have annual checkups just to make sure that
Yeah.
everything is okay, like a wellness check, just to make sure your blood pressure's fine, your heart rate's fine, don't have any breathing problems, things like that. So just being, like you said, a healthy lifestyle,
Yeah.
change the way you think, change the way you take care of your body. But it's a daily progression. Like I tell
Yes.
people, take it slowly,
Yeah.
so you don't rebound and do the same things you've been doing.
Yeah.
Yes, because I recently, myself, along with my husband, run my whole household now, we just cut out pork.
Right.
It took for the doctors to tell my husband that his kidneys are at stage 3. They told him it can't get worse, it can't get better, but it can stay where it is.
Right.
So I had been trying to get him forever. We need to exercise, we need to do this, we need to do that. But it took for the doctors to tell him this.
Right.
And a light bulb came on in my head. You do the grocery shopping. If you don't buy it, they can't eat it.
Right.
So when I go to the grocery store now, I don't, nothing pork touch that basket. Nothing. We have started doing smoothies. We do a smoothie for breakfast, one for lunch, and even on for dinner. And I can see the difference in how he has more energy now.
Yes.
We're able to get out and do more now. And we're working on that no meat thing. We want
Right.
to completely cut meat out. It's like you said, it's a stepping stone.
Exactly.
We're
Yeah.
getting
Exactly.
to it. And I can vest and say that it is better. I can feel my energy gets a lot better.
Right.
A lot better when I put on certain clothes that I like that I couldn't put on, and I'm able to fit in them. I'm like, oh, okay, I think I want to do this more
Right.
often.
It feels good because you see actually
Yes.
something that's coming fruition. You're seeing progress,
Yes.
so that's always
Yes.
good. Yeah. So I commend you for doing that.
Yes.
Keep encouraging him. Continue on, and he'll see a big change
Oh, yeah.
in his overall health. I know you will.
And I saw him when we went to the following weekend, and I saw him walking. I was like, oh, my brother out walking, you know, and
Right.
it does. You might not see the change, but I guarantee you gonna feel it.
Yes.
And a sense of pride too that you're doing something to help yourself. So you ultimately control. You're the gatekeeper of your body.
It's a family thing,
Right.
you know. We gotta realize.
Yes, and everybody in the household is for it. Everybody's like, if we got to get together and pay for you to get to the gym, we're going to get you that because we want you to see our children.
Exactly, you know, and it's powerful when it's a family thing, when everybody is joining in and wants to be healthy and see that it's amazing. It's great.
It's very encouraging.
Exactly.
Very encouraging. When he was able to play with his granddaughter more now, I see the smile on his face because he's able to do more with her now.
That's what's up.
Right.
And that y'all do nothing but stop eating pork and change your grocery list.
Right.
That's it.
Right. Do you bake food now? Bake
Yes.
Good. Almost. Yeah. Always baking.
Yes, and like you said, we do the ground turkey,
Right.
ground chicken,
Mm-hmm.
lots of fruits and vegetables now.
Right.
Our refrigerator, the kids love to come to our house because they knew they was going to get some junk food if they came to our house.
Like surprise, you're not getting that.
Yeah, they still get it, but they don't get as much, and we switch it. You may not get that Snicker bar, you're going to get a chocolate granola bar,
Right.
and it
Yeah.
tastes just about the same.
Right. You can get an apple or orange or banana or mango, something different. Okay.
And you'll have so much energy, and you'll keep that energy. So when you have sugar, it gives you that rise,
Really
But
quickly.
once it's gone, you're
and then you get
tired
that
and exhausted.
exactly.
You
And
wonder
then
what
you got
happened. Right.
yeah, and then you gotta crash, and then you're crashing.
You
know,
need some more.
exactly because when you eat fruits and vegetables, it's feeding that healthy fat.
Right.
It's feeding that healthy fat. But when you eat sugar, it's feeling. So we gotta understand, inside our bodies, our organs are live organs. So that means that we are feeding live organs. They don't stop. Even when we sleep, they're still working.
Right.
So we gotta really understand, really realize that that God put these things on earth for us to stay healthy. To stay healthy. The sugar is manufacturing. That come out of the warehouse.
Right.
So that's that stuff is not made by God. That's made by man. Anything that's made by man is gonna cause destruction. It's gonna cause stuff to go bad. So we have to realize, as us women, we have to really take care of ourselves, because that's who depends on it. We the foundation. They depend on us.
They do every day. When they go wrong, they're like, mama.
And the husband is like, can you come and get this?
Yeah, so we have to realize we the foundation. We cook the food. We go to the grocery store. We do it all. So if
Well, my husband cooks the food.
oh yeah, and he cooks great. He's cooked great. I love his cooking. Every time I go by their house, roll out with your cook. You know, I love his cooking. A man that cook, woo, let me tell you. That's on another note. But phone calls are always open. The phone number is 470-839-0701. Call in and join the conversation. We talking about it's ladies' night. And you know, when our ladies get together, it's powerful, you know? So I just want to encourage my callers to call in and chime in what we're talking about. We're talking about women's health and how we can better our health, and not just our health, but our family as well. Because we're not going to always be here. So we want to make sure our kids have the foundation, make sure our kids have everything they need, so when we gone, they got it, and they can teach their kids and their family, and like you said, leave a legacy,
Right.
a legacy of a healthy family.
Yes.
Because me, I don't want to die hard life. I just want to die in my sleep. They be in my sleep. I don't want to have to die hard
I
because
told you got 2 days.
yeah,
Jesus
because
told me.
exactly, because I seen firsthand what like my dad. You know, my dad, he died. It wasn't hard. It was hard for him. He had cancer. He had bone cancer.
Wow.
And I seen death. You know, I seen death. And my mom, the same thing. My mom have had a heart attack. She have lost unconscious 3 times.
Oh wow.
3 times. And I don't want that. I'm scared of that. I'm sorry. That's why, I guess that's the reason why I'm so big on health, being healthy. Even though we can't control everything, but we can do something. We can play a part in what goes in our bodies and stuff. We can play a part in that. So we have, as women, we really have to get back to being want to be healthy, and not just eating, but even our mind.
Right, mental.
You know, mental as well. Mental as well. We got to make sure that stays strong as well, because mental illness is very, very, it hits our family, which is the black family. It hits our family very hard. I don't know why, but I think we take on too much that we don't have to. We take on a lot of stuff,
Right.
and that we don't really have to. Like, we worry about too many stuff that we.
People's problems, and it's okay to say no sometimes. It's
Yes.
okay to tell people you cannot do it. You don't have time today. And they need to understand, if they love and care about you, they will understand that is something that you have to do for yourself. And a lot of people, they get upset, but they will be okay, as I always say.
Ooh, yes.
Believe it or not,
Yes.
I posted
Yes.
on my Facebook page yesterday. No.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, this feels good.
Yeah,
No.
Right.
I can do this. I mean, literally, that's what I
That's
posted. I was
true.
like, no. Oh, this is easy.
That's right, 'cause we're not we're not taught to be like saying no, and we
Yeah.
can't help. We
Please
want-
everybody.
Right,
You want
when you're
everybody
superwoman,
happy.
you want to cook a 5-course meal, wash all the clothes, do the homework by 7:30, and keep a smile. That's the way we're taught, but that's not realistic. You know, you have to preserve your mind and your body at this point. You really have to. If not, I mean, you're not going to be used to your kids or anyone else around you.
Exactly. Please stop looking at TV thinking it's like that on TV.
Right, it's not.
That is not truth. That is not true. That is all fake.
Right.
You know, we are not robots. We can't cook. We can't do this. We just not. So we have to learn how to say no. And me, I don't mind telling a person no, I can't do it. But if I got it and they need it, then I'm gonna make sure they have it. But if I don't, sorry, I ain't got it, and I'm not gonna stress about it.
Right.
You know, because sometimes we don't even know we're stressing, and
That's true.
sometimes we don't even know, because stress sometimes can be a silent disease
It is.
that we don't know that we are stressing. So yeah. So I just like I said, the phone calls are always open. The phone number is 470-839-0701. I'm gonna play a little music for you all, and we'll be back in just a minute. Good evening. We're right back at you, Real Talk 1-on-1. It's ladies night. Ladies night. Call in, ladies. We looking forward to hear from you. Don't be scared. You know, there's no right or wrong answer. There's no right or wrong question. Anything you want to talk about, call in. The phone number 470-839-0701. Right now we gonna just dig in and talk about a little bit more of our women health. And as we know, tomorrow is May the 1st, and May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And it hit home to me because my mom is schizophrenic. She have mental health, and I know from just hands-on on what it does to a family, what it does to that person. So we just gonna talk a little bit about mental health and just driving along to May, because May is Mental Health Month, and we just want to make sure that we just give you a better understanding, because sometimes we don't have that understanding, and sometimes we leave our family out there to just be on their own because they have challenges with this mental health. We never know what happened to them, what made them snap like that, because it had to be something to make them snap to the point where their mind is they lost their mind. You know, I have seen my mama lose her mind to the point where she was talking to somebody and to the point where she was just out of her mind. We couldn't sleep. She would just open the door and just leave, and it was scary because I would never leave her. I don't care what she does, because I understand that she have a mental challenge.
Right.
I understand that that's her. That's her. So we just going to just talk about a little bit about mental health and what it does to the family, and how we can just get a better understanding of what it is and what we can do.
Right. And I'm just going to chime in, like, for mental health for our community, which is the Black community, it's more like a stigma, something that we usually do not talk about. We all have somebody that we know or a family member that might live with us, like you said, your mother, that has that. So what you usually see, you might have somebody have an auditory or visual hallucination, meaning they're seeing things that aren't there or hearing things that aren't there, and they might react or act out because they don't know how to actually deal with it. So you might see them presenting with drinking excessively, using illicit drugs, weed or marijuana, prescription drugs, because they are trying to deal with something that's internal, but we are not there able to help them or see what's going on with them. So I usually suggest is always, if you know someone's going through that, kind of approach them first, and kind of it's a safe place. We're here to help you, try to get you some help, and then take it over to the professional people, such as your therapist or psychiatrist, who can prescribe medications for them. It makes a big difference. And know that it's a lifelong disease, just like if you have high blood pressure, your diabetes, it's lifelong. It does not go away. You're able to maintain it and actually control it. They will have flare-ups, meaning they might, maybe a year from now, have auditory hallucinations. They might start hearing things again. Just know when to intervene as far as seeking a healthcare profession for that. So just know that it is a stigma in our community. There is help out there. Just to know that you need to be as support as possible. As possible. And just know that it's a lifelong disease, and be able to be there for them, and know that there's help.
Yeah, and I agree with that. Life, it's a life-going disease, because I've been going through this since I've been born with my mom. At first, I didn't understand what was going on. I just thought my mom was just mean. You know, I didn't like her. I hated her because I didn't understand what was going on. I just thought she was mean, you know, until about 15. And I realized that my mom, I don't know how I got the understanding of that she have a mental illness, but I just, that passion. No, that's my mom. You know, regardless of what she's going through or what she have, that's still my mom. You know. Right. And I had to just take myself out of the equation and just realize this is my mom. She has schizophrenic, and just now I need to learn how to deal with it.
Right.
You know, now I need to learn how to because it takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of patience to because sometimes they may say something and you be like, you know, you want to fight them, you know, because they might say something out of the way. Because my mom, she the type of person that she gonna say what's on her mind regardless. And my mom, she still cooks. you know, she don't cook now because we do all the cooking because she's been sick a lot. But my mom, she was cooking. She was, you know, doing all kind of stuff. You know, because you know, sometimes when folks have mental illness, it's certain stuff they're not able to do.
Correct.
You know, like taking care of themselves, bathing and cooking and stuff. But you know, thank God she was able to do still do things, learn things. You know, sometimes folks have mental illness, they don't know how to read, they don't know how to write. You know what I'm saying? She did all those things. She was just a mom that had a mind of a child.
Right.
And I had to realize this is her. You know, and I accepted it, and I still do accept it. Now I just laugh. Now I just laugh if she says something out of the way, or I just try to teach her as well. Because my mom now, she's at the point where she's very teachable. So now I just teach her, and then my kids play a big part in it as well. My kids know that their grandmama have a mental illness. And so they play a big part in that too, is helping her. They know that's their grandmama, they love her. So they play a big part in that too. So a support system is very important when you have mental illness.
Yes.
It's very good that you have that support system and also that love.
Right.
That love. And I think that's really, that love is really that got my mom well. Got her to realize that we love her regardless of what she have or what she's going through. We still love her. So I think that support system, the understanding, and that love to realize that your family have a mental illness. Because my brother have it too. You know, it runs in my family, so my brother have it too. And that's a whole nother discussion. You know, because he don't realize that he have it. So when the person that have mental illness, they don't realize they have it, they gonna be rebellious. They gonna think they know it all. They gonna think they
Are you picking on them?
Yeah. So when they don't realize they have a mental illness, then that's gonna be rebellions, and they're gonna be frustration. They're gonna be angry, and you two gonna be going back and forth. So first of all, that person gotta realize you have a mental illness. You know.
Accept the fact that they do.
Right. And sometimes you guys will see a lot of denial. They might have those things that I talked about earlier, the hallucinations. They might have them, but they're not ready to acknowledge it. So you might see them, like you said, acting out, being kind of aggressive or angry because they don't know how to manage it because it's something that they're probably ashamed of, or the people around them are not accepting of what disease that they do have. So you will see a lot of that. But just like you said, being loving, encouraging, and supportive, and knowing that, you know, we can get you help. And I can't control it and help you. I can give you to another resource to help you to get through it, and just let them know that it is okay. It's no different from, like I said, someone has diabetes or hypertension or high cholesterol. You got to manage it, and that's what you need to do.
Because any of us can snap. Any one of us can lose our minds. Something just can bother us, and our mind can just snap. Because that's an organ there, and you put too much pressure up there, it's gonna snap or it's gonna do what it do, you know. So we have to realize that, like stress, not be stressing because they're gonna cause things to shift, and you don't want them to shift. And that's you know, you wonder why you seeing things or you hearing things because you made something shift because you're stressing, or even what you eat, or everything plays a part of what's going on in your body. What you eat, how you sleep, if you're exercising, the people that you're around. Everything plays a part, I think, into what's going on with your brain and your body. It plays a part in it. I don't care what nobody say. It does. It all works together. It all works together. Because my auntie, she didn't have a mental illness till she lost her kids. Right. When they took her kids, that's when her mind shifted to another frequency. I think they're on another frequency that we're not on. That's what I believe. They on another frequency. What frequency you on? Let me tune into it. Let me see what they saying. You know, so I think that's that we as a black community, we need to realize that mental illness is a disease and it's real.
Yes, that's right. And think about the oppression and things that we have experienced. We still have people who have not dealt with that. And so you got to think of that constant day-to-day being oppressed. of course you're going to have anger, you're going to be anxiety all the time because
Mhm.
you're living in that type of environment.
Yeah.
So just know stressors and your environmental factors play a role also in your mental well-being and
Mhm.
health as well.
And you be wondering why I knew homeboy or homegirl when they were young, how you just shoot all them people like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How you just mess with that girl like that because they dealing with something.
Right.
They mental.
Right, you're not in your right mind, as
Yeah.
we usually say.
Mm-hmm.
So like you said, the mental health is something very big, and it is a stigma, and we need to learn how to be resources to people. If you know someone, just let them know it's okay and reach out to them and realize that there is help for them.
Yes.
There is a light in the tunnel. You don't have to live in silence and not get help. You know, because what happens, you see people who go 20, 30 years without getting help. You know, they suffer in
Yeah.
silence.
Yeah.
And it's just really sad to see you could have a better outcome for your life, you know? So I just think people should be open to that at this point.
Yes, and that's the thing. Being open-minded is very
Yes.
important. You know, you have to be open-minded to what's going on with you because you know that you
Right.
have something going on in your mind. You just ain't accept. You know that you have something going on. Something is not right. You know it. You know, so I think we just having just having that family support is very important. You know, we have to learn how to as African American people, we have to get back into family. You know, get back into being connected. You know, so you can have that support system.
Right.
You know, support system when you're going through something. So I think that's very important that we as a community realize that mental illness is a disease, and we have to get a hang of it. You know, are we gonna have more suicide rates gonna continue to go up? Folks killing people.
Yeah,
and
it
it
gets
just-
younger and younger.
Right.
Yes.
Right. You see people live streaming those
Yes.
suicides at this point.
Yes.
It's a cry for help.
Yeah.
You know, they're crying out someone to help me. Look at me. See what's going on in my life.
Yeah. Paying attention because it's not about you all the time.
It's not.
Pay attention to what a person's going through. You know, if they are crying out to you, take some time and sit there and just listen.
That's all they need sometimes is for somebody to
Mhm.
listen.
Yeah.
And actually care.
Yeah.
You know, not want anything in return.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people have their hand out. They're going to do something for you if you do something for them.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any suggestion of how you can get a person to like take their medication? Because my husband has a family member that was diagnosed with ADHD and paranoia, but he just like taking his medication because of the way it makes him feel.
Right. Usually if you experience side effects from your medication, you need to speak to your doctor about it. And they can change your dosage and they can change the type of medication you're on. If they're a person who they don't like to take pills, you can always do like IM injections. If it's a medication, you can do that as well. So they probably need to have a conversation with their doctor, kind of see what's best for them, depending on the symptoms they're having, the side effects that they're having, and if they can alter the route of the medication that they're having at that point. So just kind of be open and tell them to keep like a diary or log of what happens when they take their medication. Are they taking it that morning? They might need to take it at nighttime and let it go through their system the next 24 hours, but it'll still be in there therapeutically, meaning it's in a level that maintains their symptoms or manages any type of side effects that they might have. So just kind of reach out to that person and kind of give them a log and have them document what's going on with the medicines, how it makes them feel, any major side effects that they don't like if it's making them too drowsy, maybe they need to change the dosage. Maybe they may change the form of the medicine as well.
You said making. What you mean by making them? They
It makes him dazed, like he just don't want to do anything.
Yeah, that's
And he doesn't like that feeling because he's the type of person that like to.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It could be. It might be the dosage might be too high,
Yeah.
or they might need to break the doses to where he might get it twice a day instead of once a day.
Okay.
So they really need to kind of reach out to their doctor and see what's best for them at that point.
Yeah, that's how my mom was. She
Right.
know them pills.
Right.
She know what it look like. If we get
Colors
her,
and everything.
yeah, the name what she is not gonna take it. My mom, she don't take pills. You know, she good. You know, she good the way she is. We used to it because she just don't. She don't need it. I feel like she don't need it. You know, I love her the way that she is. So I just don't give her the medicine because they gave her the wrong medicine before, and it made her out of her mind.
Right.
And now my mom like, I ain't taking no more of that pill medicine, no more. So she doesn't take it. She just takes her high blood pressure medicine or heart medicine. That's all the medicine she takes. But I agree with that because my brother, the pills that he takes, it makes him sleepy.
Right.
He be sleepy to the point where I be like, bro, and it makes him sleepy. So I think they do need to come up with another dose of another pill.
Right. Taking it at a different time, maybe night. He might need to take it at night when he goes to bed, but it still will be in his body and it still will work in the same way as he would take it in the daytime. And also you gotta remember, medicine is a chemical, so it might work different in my body versus your body.
Yeah.
I might have a reaction to the medicine, you might not. So you gotta kind of, anytime you're getting new medication, you need to see what you're taking, monitor any side effects. I always tell people to take just that one medicine and see how your body responds 30 minutes to an hour, so you make sure you're not doing something that's more harmful to yourself, because it is a chemical, even though it is considered medicine.
Yeah, and that's good too. Wow. It's a great conversation.